Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode here on Kinlaig. It is a miserable September morning, September 2nd, and yes, I am watching the equipment while it's raining. Well, I figured why not? I mean, the rain does help, so it sort of washes it quicker. It doesn't really, but yeah, the equipment needs a wash. Wow, did we? Oh wow, the hose length on this is really short. Yeah, so in today's episode, what are we going to do? And yes, I will get to what you saw in the thumbnail. Don't you worry. Oh, actually, we don't need to watch that or that. We're going to be using them very soon. We're going to start by... Let me turn on the washer, because of course you do. We're going to start by selling our planter. And I'm going to do that because, well, Farmer Mike has told me in the previous episode that basically the seeder that I have bought is a multi-seeder. So basically you could use it as a planter as well. And that's correct. I did not know that. I really wasn't paying attention. I just thought, well, you know, that's a cool thing to feature on the series. So why not? And so I did buy it. And if we take a look here, obviously we've used it once for the canola. You can see that we can plant all the things that you can plant with a planter. So that's fantastic. So we're going to start with that. Then what we're going to do is let's do that now. We're going to buy a new field for the wheat. In the previous episode, I wanted to buy, or I said I wanted to buy this field. I decided not to, well, because first of all, it does, well, not first of all, it needs plowing, right? And I just not in the mood to do plowing, and we will obviously need to do lime and stuff like that. So maybe in another episode, we will buy this for something else. Don't know what for, but there is this field here. This field does not require plowing. It does have potatoes in it. I don't really care about potatoes at the moment, so we're not going to bother with harvesting them. We're just going to come in and cultivate everything. It feels a bit sad and a shame to waste all these potatoes, but we don't need them. Even though, is there a chips factory? Actually, you know, there's no production to make chips with, right? We do have the vegetable thing. Oh, we could do potato soup. You know, I wasn't planning on... I wasn't planning on doing potato harvest. I wanted to plant the wheat today. We really do need to plant wheat. I could do it in this field here. But yeah, I wanted to do soybeans in this. Decisions. This actually changes everything. What does there's nothing in this field, but it does need plowing. Yeah, there's nothing we could do with the beans, so maybe I'll just go ahead and buy this, and then we will need to plow it as well. What options do we have in terms of plowing? We could get, what's the biggest one we can get? 360s, 6 meters, 4.9 meters, 300 horsepower. We could get that. We do have the power for it. That is 4.9, so basically 5, right? And in terms of subsoilers, we could go for this one, which we always go for. That's 4 meters, and that's 150. Is that field big enough for that plow? I think it is. I think it is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy this field. We just bought it. It's ours. I'm going to buy, obviously, the soil information for it. And now we know it needs everything, basically, which is what I was planning it to need. Then what we're going to do, we are going to buy a plow. Let's grab this one. Our New Holland has how many horsepowers? 359. So in theory, it should be able to pull this one. Fingers crossed. So let's go ahead and purchase that. Do you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and lease that. We don't need to purchase that. Let's hop into the New Holland. Yeah, we're going to put that on a worker. And then I'm going to get to, well, the beach houses, which are ready. Everything is ready for you guys to see. Everything has been decorated by myself. Didn't notice that previously. All this rain here? All those puddles? That's pretty cool. Was that added recently? I honestly didn't notice that. And you can see the water droplets as well. That is really cool. Very cool indeed. It's a good job I washed the tractor. It's gonna get dirty again because it is muddy and it is raining. even though the rain is subsiding. Yeah, so anyways, the beach houses are ready. We're gonna take a tour over there soon enough after we put that onto a worker. And yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do today. Maybe we will transfer some of the wood products to the castle. Obviously, I did sell a bunch of trouts in between the episodes. And also I got the stones products, so you know, the roof shingles and the castle stones to the castle. So that's why we had more than $500,000, which is well, which is great. And we're gonna, you know, if I put the wood products, I don't have anything to do with them other than to sell them. So might as well just put them in the, so might as well just chuck them in the castle, right? We're gonna get the money for it, and well, maybe the castle is gonna need it. They have started working on the last building, the big one, which fingers crossed is gonna actually look like a castle. I do hope so. So yeah, we're gonna have more money at the end of the episode. We're gonna have a wheat field, and we are open for business basically. Well, this is quite massive. Do we need a weight with that? I wonder. Does it say we need a weight? It does say we need a weight. Do we have any? We have just one, right? Why don't we get another one? Yeah, let's buy another one. Why not? I feel like I want to spend some money, right? There's a new Holland one. Yeah, let's grab that. Do we need it for something else? It's always good to have a weight on the farm, right? So let's go ahead and purchase that. Purchase, there we go. Because why not? Everything is blue. The plow is blue, the tractor is blue. That's nice. I like that. Alright, so here we are at the field. Oh, this gate is going to be annoying to get into. There we go. Actually, not that annoying. We're going to destroy some of the crop. That is okay. We don't need it. So let's hit that AI worker key, and then they will do what they need to do. How did I set it up? It does the ups and downs first. Okay. Can you please start working? You're just driving around doing nothing. Is there actually room for it to... Wow, okay. Reversing now. There we go, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so that's working. Let's hop into something else that I have bought, which is here in this garage right here. And it is a car. I bought a car. Why did I buy a car? Well, I wanted to, you know, show you the full experience of going camping in our beach houses. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So imagine you are driving from your farm in the Scottish Highlands, right? Just going along on a vacation, right? You go past some nice houses, a field with someone plowing in it. You pass by a nice house and a bridge over a railroad. You arrive at the beach, and then you see it. Your holiday resort. Look at it. Look at it through here. Oh, this is so nice. I'm very proud. Really, I'm really proud of myself that I have managed to do it. There you go, you open the gate, you have checked in remotely through the app, and then you drive in. Look at that. We've got the wall. We have the hedges. We have a shed here for all the management stuff, and then you pick a house. So let's go ahead and park in the first one. You do have a dedicated parking spot for you and your family, of course, right? You do have some place to throw trash in, right? Then you'd have some swings here, you have a picnic table, and then you have your house, right? This is your house. How epic is that? Got your TV, your bed. This is your bathroom and toilets. It doesn't open at the moment, but you're gonna have to trust me. You do have your barbecue here, and then you have some neighbors, right? So this is the second house. They do have their picnic table, barbecue as well, bathroom. Same deal in the inside. right? Do have some trees going in, which is fine. You do have some flowers here. They do get a parking spot for themselves as well. A trash bin. And another one here, and then another parking spot here for the third house. Some more flowers. They've got their picnic area right there. And yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. And once you're done picnicking and you want to head down to the beach, you just go through here. That gate is always open for the customers. And then you can head down. You've got some fishing gear here. You do have a place to for a campsite. So that's fantastic. And then you have access to the beach, and you can do whatever you want to do in the beach. The water is pretty cold, but well, maybe you'd like to canoe. Can we put a canoe down? I think there is like a decoration for a canoe. Decoration? There is one, right? It's not a Highlands fishing thing, but why don't we put it down? Where is the land that is owned by me? Let's put 2 down. So 1 and... Overlaps with another object. That's good. That's what we want to see. Perfect. Now we have 2 canoes here. Let's get some dirt. We need to remove the grass. This is like a real-time thing that we're doing here. Remove all the grass. There we go. All the weeds. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. You've just witnessed some building in real time. That's fantastic. Now you have 2 canoes that you can, paddle along in the water. So, and this concludes the tour, I think. What I'm really proud of is basically that I've done everything you see here with Highlands DLC assets, and of course vanilla assets. In some cases, for example, this is a vanilla thing. I believe those carports are vanilla thing or base game thing. And yeah, I'm really proud of it. So let me go ahead and chuck you in a nice short cinematic, because I think it looks even better from above than it is from the ground level. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully you have enjoyed that cinematic. Hopefully it came out well. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Yes, I'm gonna see when I'm done editing, if that actually came out well. Alright, so the worker is still on the plowing. That's gonna take a while, so I figured might as well just do this wood transfer thing to the castle. So I'm just gonna finish loading this truck here. This is going to be... No. Oh man. Farming simulator. What? How is that? How did that just happen? What are we gonna do now? Okay, let's fix this this debacle right here. Can I not? Oh, I can actually. This is not gonna end well. Okay. We're gonna try again. This is not going to end well for sure. So let's hop out. Do this. Oh, now the... Oh, this is now attached. Come on. Oh, you gotta love paddling. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Very professional as well. Okay, so let's park right here. Deliver those to the castle. Okay, so we're gonna quickly unstrap and strap. There we go. Yeah, this isn't perilous at all. This is gonna end well. Of course, I'm not gonna flip over. Yeah, let's. Oh man, sometimes pallet loading in this game, this just cracks me up. Yeah, let's drive to the castle. Okay, so miraculously, we've made it without flipping over. There were a few instances where we were really close, like now. But we made it to the castle. This is the first load, of course. Unhook everything. We got rich, which is great. Again, we're gonna get even richer than that. Yeah, so they are working on that, which is fantastic. Hopefully they'll be done soon. We are at step 34. Evidently. And load number 2, I'm not sure if it's going to accept the planks. I did have one pallet of planks, so I decided to bring it along. So let's see if it actually accepts that. It didn't. Okay, so we're gonna leave it here. Gonna use super strength for this. Guys, if you need some more planks, right, you've got here. You've got some here. Gonna leave it here. It's for you to use. Let's check on the New Holland, which is still working. Oh, they still have plenty of ways to go. Actually, 2 more passes, I would say. Or maybe a full headland. Yeah, so that's gonna be a while. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a sandwich, IRL of course, something nice and tasty for me to enjoy, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back when this field is basically ready to go. So it's been plowed and limed, and we are ready to start seeding wheat. Right, so one sandwich later, and while I was enjoying that lovely sandwich, I realized that in the beginning of the episode, I basically said we're gonna sell the planter, and I haven't actually done that. So you guys are probably shouting at me at the comments since then. So relax, it's all good. We're doing it right now. We're driving to the store, hopefully with the correct planter. Not sure why the weight isn't enough to balance the, well, the weight of the planter, but it doesn't matter because we are getting rid of it. Yeah, sometimes my mind can be all over the place, as you guys know already. Let's go ahead and do that. I hope that's the correct one. Repair is pretty cheap, but repainting it, 14,500. Wow. Okay. Well, we could afford that, fortunately. Yeah, but now let's get into planting wheat. I'm gonna chuck you guys into a time lapse for that. And yeah, that's gonna be exciting. We're gonna plant and roll the newly field that has been lined and plowed for us by the AI workers. So let's get it done. Alright, so we are all done, and as the afternoon sun is setting upon our newly beach resort, before it starts raining, I thought I will bid you guys farewell. Let me know what you guys think about this. I honestly am really pleased about this. I think it's one of my better works to date. I had some great fun doing it. It took about, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes of carefully putting everything together. Hopefully it came out well. Hopefully you guys like it. If you don't, let me know what you guys would have changed. What would you have added? Maybe some more trees, maybe, I don't know, maybe more stuff here on the beach. I don't know. But yeah, so thank you so very much for watching today. I really do appreciate your time. If you have enjoyed the episode, hit that like button for me. It really does help the channel grow. Subscribe as well if you're new and you want to see more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.